What's up, YouTube fam? It's your girl, Mrs. Tony Two Times, and I'm back with another video. In this episode of Hood Tales, I'll be telling the story of Corlaysia Meaux, who was slain by her best friend after they got into a heated argument. Before we get into this video, welcome if you're new here to our channel. Please feel free to subscribe. Click that notification bell to get notified every time we upload. If you're rocking with the content, smash that like button. Share this video with everyone you know. Make sure you watch until the end to hear the full story. All right, let's jump right into it. According to dictionary.com, a best friend is a term of endearment for one's closest and most cherished friend. According to urbandictionary.com, a best friend is someone who you can trust and never let go. Having a best friend can be a beautiful and rewarding relationship, especially when it's real and dedication is on both ends. But what happens when the friendship begins to fade? What if your best friend becomes your worst enemy? How do you know when it's time to let go? For best friends Corlaysia Meaux and Tynee Coutts, their friendship took an unexpected and tragic turn in the early morning hours of October 11th, 2021. According to reports, law enforcement responded to a call of a stabbing around 6 a.m. near the 200 block of National Avenue in Jeffersonville, Indiana, just 3 miles north of Louisville, Kentucky, which is not too far from Interstate 65. When officers arrived at the Northtown Terrace Apartments, they entered the home of 21-year-old Tynee Coutts. She was reportedly seen rendering CPR to another woman who was inside the kitchen. According to officers, the unidentified woman was unconscious and unresponsive. It was later revealed she had a single deep cut wound to the chest. The woman was taken to Clark Memorial Hospital to be treated for her injuries. Sadly, she was later pronounced deceased. The slain woman was later identified as 21-year-old Corlaysia Meaux, Tynee's best friend and roommate. Tynee was quickly named a suspect. She was arrested and charged that day for Corlaysia's slaying and also resisting arrest. Respectfully, Corlaysia left behind her 4 children, all under the age of 5, her parents, siblings, and a loving, tight-knit family. The father of Corlaysia's children stood by Corlaysia's parents' side during the difficult time, also grieving. The children, being so young, would have had a hard time understanding why both of their parents were no longer around at the same time. The tragedy seemed too much to bear. According to reports, Corlaysia's family confirmed her identity to news outlets and also confirmed that Tynee was supposed to be her best friend. According to what Corlaysia's mother told reporters, Corlaysia and Tynee grew up together and were very close. They lived with each other and did everything together, she said. Tynee has a son, and reportedly he often spent time with Corlaysia's children and family as well. Some would say they were like sisters. So how did these best friends get to such a dreadful outcome? According to reports, it all started with an altercation at Tynee's apartment. Corlaysia's mother told reporters from her understanding the 2 friends had come back from the gambling boat that fateful night, and for some reason things escalated into an argument, then it escalated into a fight, then escalated to her daughter being fatally injured. The reason behind the altercation remained a mystery, and Corlaysia's family hoped they would find out why. According to investigators, Tynae initially told police that Corlaysia had wounded herself. But that story did not make sense to investigators. Upon searching the apartment, detectives found blood near the back door of the kitchen and a puncture mark in the door itself, which according to them was consistent with the knife found at the crime scene. According to reports, while talking with police, court records show Tynae eventually told officers she had accidentally wounded her best friend near the stove in the kitchen following an altercation that took place outside. However, police say evidence pointed to the fatal incident taking place in another part of the kitchen. According to court documents, police said when Tynae learned that Corlaysia passed away while she was being questioned, she tried to harm herself and had to be restrained. She was held without bond at Clark County Jail. The judge entered a guilty plea on her behalf. Reports say a pretrial conference was set for December 9th, 2021. A jury trial was scheduled for February of 2022. However, before that jury trial could happen, Tynae Couts, originally charged with murder, instead pled guilty to a lesser charge of reckless homicide in December 2021. At a December 17th court date, Tynae agreed to the open plea and the judge accepted it. In the state of Indiana, reckless homicide is a level 5 felony, punishable by 1 to 6 years in prison and a maximum $10,000 fine. Tynae Couts was scheduled to be sentenced in January 2022. According to reports, during the sentencing hearing on January 25th, Tynae's family pleaded to the court for her freedom. While Corlaysia's mother, father, sister, and grandmother testified in support of Tynae getting the maximum sentence of 6 years on the charge of reckless homicide. It was later revealed that Corlaysia's sister was there at the time of the horrific incident and traumatically saw her sister lose her life right before her eyes. That day in court was especially hard for Corlaysia's family. In the end, Tynae Couts was sentenced to 5 years in prison. According to reports, Corlaysia's mother said she found out the so-called reason behind her daughter's slaying. She told reporters she learned that her daughter and Tynae's friendship took a wrong turn and things ended with Corlaysia's unfortunate passing. Corlaysia Meaux's family said their focus now is making sure Corlaysia's 4 children feel loved and supported by the family members they do have left. My deepest and most heartfelt condolences to Corlaysia's family. Not only was Corlaysia beautiful on the outside, but she was also reportedly just as beautiful on the inside. She was said to be a devoted mother, loving, caring, and supportive. Corlaysia was just beginning to live her life before it was cut short at the hands of the person she considered her closest and most cherished friend. I'm not sure what caused the friendship to take a wrong turn and Tynae to snap, but I doubt the issue warranted Corlaysia losing her life in such a brutal way. Rest in peace to Corlaysia Meaux. Again, my condolences to her family. My prayers are with everyone involved in this terrible tragedy. Fam, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. It's just a heartbreaking story all around the board. All right, fam, that's it for this episode of Hood Tales. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 Times, and I'm out.